Coming to stage is not Jesus Christ. It's Hal Stewart.
Right, best introduction ever. It's pretty good, man. I want to start off by thanking the Make-A-Wish Foundation for making this possible. I wanted to do Late Night with Colbert, but Dyers can't be choosers, so here I am. Yeah, Make-A-Wish is pretty cool. I like it. It's a pretty good gig. The only thing is, sometimes I think we don't ever think about the tough situation it could put somebody in. Just picture a kid dying of cancer, right? And he's at Disney World. He's got the place closed down. It's to himself, and he's walking around. He's got his entourage. Goes up to a ride, walks up to the kid operating the ride, and says, "Hey, I'd like to get on." He's like, "Oh man, we closed the place down for you. Well, what's your story?" "Oh, I'm dying." "Oh, bud, that's too bad. I mean, dying sucks, but you're not tall enough to get on. It's too bad you were dying next year." I'm dying right now, so I know how he felt. You know what? Oh yeah, in this pretend scenario, you can let the kid on the ride, okay? Yeah, if it makes you feel better. I'm a little disappointed. I'd set up a lot of dates. I went on Match.com, I went on eHarmony, and I set up a lot of dates to be here to kind of get a crowd. None of them showed up. Yeah, it sucks, man. I was like stood up by 20 people, man. It's hard for my ego to handle. You guys not laughing at me does not affect me tonight. Yes, Big Pimpin' 95 did not show up, and I'm really sad. But I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I can't do that because it would take, you have to actually flirt with people and set up the date and stuff. And I'm married now, so I can't really do those things. My wife, so I don't know that she'd like that type of thing. It's ironic because we actually met on a dating site, Match.com. We've been married for 3 months now. A lot of people, yeah, please. I've done it before. It's not that big of a deal. But marriage, it's kind of like playing Monopoly. It's like, it sounds really fun at first. Like, oh man, we're going to get the board out. You set everything up. You're handing out money. Everybody's excited. You start going around the board. You're buying shit, right? And then all of a sudden, there's a house involved. And you're getting in arguments all the time, and you're in debt. And the best you can hope for is to end up in jail to avoid the whole thing. Either way, you got a big mess to clean up when it's over. Yeah, that's marriage. I'm kidding, it's not that bad. Do you agree? It's not that bad. Marriage, it's a lot like dating, I think. I don't think it's the same as dating, just a little different. I'll give you this example. We went to a wedding this weekend, and my wife and I, we both got dressed up. She looked really good. You could see I tried. And this was something we used to do all the time. We'd go out and we'd always get dressed up trying to impress each other. But in the past, it would be different. On the ride home, all I could think about is what I'm going to do with her when we get home. And I'd look at her and be like, "Oh, baby, I can't wait to get you out of that dress. Take that bra off. Have my way." She'd look at me, "Oh, baby." It's the same now, it's just a little different. Now when we go, she says, "I cannot wait to get home and get this dress off and let the girls out. Oh my God, I am bloated." And I look at her and I'm like, "Oh baby, I have got to drop a deuce." Yes. It's the same, it's just different. That's all. I can tell those jokes, 2 reasons. One, my wife's not here. But the other is she doesn't take things too seriously. I think that's our problem anymore, is we take everything way too seriously. I don't know if you saw this, but the California Angels, or not the California Angels, way off. The Washington Nationals just won the World Series, and their catcher put on a "Make America Great Again" hat. And everybody just blew up on this guy, and they're like, "Oh, forget this, I'm never watching baseball again, I hate this guy." Like, come on, man. He didn't do anything wrong. We take stuff way too seriously. Take the death penalty, right? Yeah, way too seriously. I mean, come on, we get these guys in death row, we go through all the appeals, and then we give them a date. Now, April 1st, we're going to kill you. Why on April Fools? I don't know. April 2nd, we'll change it. We're going to kill this guy on April 2nd. April 2nd comes along, we walk him down the Green Mile, set him up in the chair, the curtain comes up, there's all the witnesses. And then they put him to death. Why not make it a fun game, right? Why not go up to his cell, and then he pulls out like these numbers out of a hat. Maybe he pulls number 5, and he walks down aisle number 5. And he opens up the door, and instead of the electric chair, there's ice cream. That'd be fun, right? Yeah, he eats ice cream, he comes back, and all the other people on death row are like, hey, Charlie's back, he had ice cream. Yeah. Until that one time he pulls number 7, and he goes down aisle 7, he opens the door, and there's the electric chair. He walks in, they set him up in the chair, there's a man with a mask, raises the curtain, and there's all the witnesses. Of course, they'd be eating ice cream. It's just my idea to make it fun. What about the Catholic priests, right? Molesting the altar boys. I mean, look, pedophilia, we should take that seriously, but this happened in the 1980s. It's now coming out. We know it happened. We've seen 1,000,001 cases. We don't have to get all upset and uptight, right? Let's just chill out and relax, and let's think about what might have happened back then. It's the 1980s. The priests are raping the altar boys. But what about one brave altar boy who went to his mom and said, hey, Mom, Father O'Malley molested me. Are you sure about that, Timmy? This is very serious. I don't know why the mom has a deep voice, but she does. This is very serious. Are you sure? And they do an investigation. It turned out, yes, Father O'Malley molested little Timmy. And the mom does not want her son to live with this emotional scar for the rest of his life. So what does she do? She gets in touch with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And the Make-A-Wish Foundation meets with the mom. They discuss what can they do to help erase the scars of being molested by this priest for little Timmy. They got an idea. They get him in a car and they blindfold him, and off they go to his destination. And boy, won't little Timmy be surprised when they remove the blindfold and he gets to spend the day at the Neverland Ranch with Michael Jackson. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.